Hello, good morning, everyone. This is Life Issue and this is Lesson. Thank you, everyone that comes to our channel. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, please help us hit the red button so that you get the news as we post it. Breaking news. The CEO of Airpeace, Allen Onyema, has been indicted for bank fraud and money laundering in the USA. Now, Onyema was accused of moving money, more than 20 million from Nigeria through United States bank account in a scheme involving false documentation based on the purchase of airplanes. He was indicted alongside Chief of Administration and Finance, Ohaha. Now, the accusation being leveled against him is that he fronted some companies, like they named the companies. They said Foundation for Ethnic Harmony, International Center for Non-Violence and Peace Development, All Time Peace Media Communications, and Every Child Limited. And he used this company to siphon money from Nigeria to an Atlanta or a US account that he opened. The money was transferred between 2010 to 2018, and it was from this money that he used to fund his purchase of the airplanes. And from what we can get from the news, I'm going to post everything here for you to read for yourself. From what they are saying is that he also opened a series of bank accounts using fraudulent, information. Now, we don't know what that is. They haven't told us which of the fraudulent information they are referring to. Is it that his name was fraudulent? Is it that his company was fraudulent? Or is it that he just gave some bogus business ownership that he had? And he was also alleged to have made some credit application in the US. When you do a loan application, and that those loan application, he also gave some false information in those credit application. Now, this is just a charge. We don't know. He hasn't yet defended himself. He hasn't yet, given his own evidence. Okay. But it is very, very interesting. There's a quote from them which made me know that this man actually, they went after him. They said, I'm going to just, show you the quotes. The Justice Department said that they would like to thank many law enforcement partners and the subsequent prosecution by the U.S. Attorney Office, who aided in making this investigation a success. So what it means is that Onyema was actually triggered up for investigation. Somebody actually submitted his name and raised an investigation against his business dealing. And, I just wonder why Onyema. There are a lot of Nigerians who are actually doing businesses, and sometimes when they are raising an MC, when they are doing certain things, they actually, do not give the correct information. We all know that. I used to be a banker, and I know that some of these big people that we see in Nigeria, some of these people that are multi-millionaires, they tell us that they are billionaires and multi-millionaire, even the fifth or second billionaire or the first billionaire in Nigeria. Then when they started, some of the documentation that they used to raise MC were doctored. Okay, we all know that. Sometimes when people are applying for credit, sometimes they don't really put the right information. It has always been a culture in Nigeria. It has always been that even you and I, when sometimes in Nigeria, when we're trying to fill a form, we don't really say the whole truth. But why is this guy, what was he referred for investigation? And we know that Airpeace is linked to Jonathan. So it's not just because of Onyema. The point is this guy is linked to Jonathan. So it's all about Jonathan establishment and legacy being linked to corruption. But why only Jonathan? Obasanjo, Abacha, IBB, all of these people are corrupt. The Dangotes, the Otedolos, all of them are all corrupt. All of them must have done businesses like this. But yeah, Onyema is an Igbo man, so we all know that. I'm not going to bring tribe into this, but we all know what is going on. The point is, yeah, he must have done the wrong thing. He might have, not giving the right documentation. They might have, hyped up some of his information in his credit application. They might have done that. I'm not saying he didn't do that, but he that have not done this before, that call themselves businessmen in Nigeria, let them cast the first stone. Let them be the one to throw the first stone, because we know that most of them, they must have done it. So, well, he's another Nigerian prominent person who is doing well. The only airline that we have, at least, that is owned by a Nigerian, that started traveling across continents, now is going to go down again, just because of the link to Jonathan. Okay, so I just saw this news and I just wanted to talk about it, because really, thank God they're not accusing him of doing Yahoo or of doing 419, because that's not what this news is all about. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, what are they talking about? They did not say that he stole money. They did not say that he did fraudulent, like Yahoo, or he duped somebody. No, that's not what they're saying. What they're saying is that he falsified documents when he was trying to purchase the airplanes. And I don't know why the bank did not do their due diligence, and the airplane was bought, and now they are saying that the documents were falsified. So that means some people actually went after his business deal, went to look at what he has done, went to look at how he got the plane. They were really after this man, because when a bank has already approved credit, I don't see why they have to go through the credit again to find out what, if the paper that he used was wrong, unless someone actually raised a query against him or said that he did something wrong. So this man, really, we've always known that they're going to go after him anyway, after the South African good deed that he did. An Igbo man doing that, of course they're going to go after him. Nobody knew him before. He was relatively quiet before that time. But this man decided to help, and now he has got himself into trouble. Well, don't say I'm supporting, fraudulent thing. No, I'm not. But all I'm saying is that he did the wrong thing by not providing the right document when he was purchasing the airplane. But let me tell you something. Even the Donald Trump of this world, businessmen do that. Most of them sometimes hype their business deal. Sometimes they do certain things. Why is Donald Trump not willing to bring out his tax return? Why is he not willing to bring out his business deal to the open for people to scrutinize? Is because of this kind of a deal, because that's what businessmen do. Most of them are fraudulent when it comes to documentation. They have the documentation. The Dangote of this world, that is what they're doing. If people should go after his documentation and what he uses for importation, they will still find these illegalities. They will still find the things like this guy has done. But why is he being singled out? We all know it's because of his link to Jonathan. We all know it's because he's an Igbo man. And anyway, US governments, they should first of all focus on the ones that they have indoor. Their own president is a businessman who has refused to bring out his tax return, who we know has had shady deals, but nothing is being done, and that person is ruling them, and they are busy running after African people because of false documentation when a bank approved the loan. Why didn't the bank do the due diligence? That's all I have to say. Why 5 years or 10 years later, they are now looking at his business deal, trying to find a fault, and of course they will find one. Well, this man is yet to defend himself. If I'm him, if what he gave to them was real, he will take them to court and he can win, okay? Because what they are claiming is that it's false documentation. Well, this is not, they haven't proven it yet. Right? It's not like he did 419. It's two different things. So people are shouting and talking about it. No, it is not 419. It's not Yahoo. He didn't dupe anybody. What they are saying is that the documentation he used for his business purchase was doctored. Okay, he might have said that he had more money than, or maybe he has lands, or I don't know what he used. I don't know what the part of it that was wrong. But at the end of the day, we all know what is happening. Buhari is after Jonathan, and he will continue going after this guy till he leaves. All right, thank you very much. This is my own point. This is my own take on all this. Thank you. God bless.